Jamie Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they get it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10, right at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run with Robinson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A play fake. Now Penix. Pass out left finds Johnston. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Quentin Johnston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Dart. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Tracy going to get it on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's a second down and 6. Looking to throw, Dart. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run here with Scatteroo. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now Penix. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first.
A loss of a yard.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Play action now. Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball.
Drake London, 40 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the gun, Dart. On the arc, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Dart. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Robinson on a give right side. Fights him off. And he is goes into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Giants 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's go.
Throwing his dart. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Ready up. Ready. 19 right.
Throwing from the gun here. Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dart. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. A short one there, caught by Likely. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing his Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout is going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Got it. Ready? Trap alert. Smash. Smash. Set. Cougar 19.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Robinson with another carry. Oh, some strong running. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. This pass is caught by London. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 70.
Back to the ground with Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first-half lead. So his big first half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dart going to look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide in the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's 2nd down.
To throw is Dart. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll throw with Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw, Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacoby Myers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a round is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half. And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slant at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings.
Isaiah Likely, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to claw one back. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd down and 4. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really eliminate them. Not cool.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to it as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shut up! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
Look at the big fella go. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Okay, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, set. Viking, 18. Hut.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Penix. And this is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Here's Penix. And he is caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got 1st and goal.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
70 Lions. Set. Ready, ready.
Again, it'll be Algier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Algier. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
And goal.
They'll look to run with Algier. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Ready.
To the air, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 70. He's running. Leading. Check over.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, what was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18. Go.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Check smash. Check smash.
They'll go. Here's Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw, Dart. That quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To the air again, Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the run is Tracy. And a nice pickup there. Gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. In motion goes the tight end. He'll try again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Dart will throw it on 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Here's Dart. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. First down, they'll start with Algier. And a nice game there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Here's Algier again on second down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
32-yard line.
Algier with another carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Handing it off, right side, Algier. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Give to Algier from the shotgun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Falcons, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season.